keep quiet there. Good afternoon and a warm welcome if you're joining us this afternoon. And this is another edition of our Make 2024 Count, Make Your Life Count webinar series hosted by House of Wisdom. We are so grateful to the Lord for all He helped us to do in Q1. This is Q2, and we are starting with this conversation with John Agbo, an established YouTuber and also a digital creator. But I will introduce him shortly, and we will kickstart the conversation. But before then, wherever you are joining us from, do let us know in the chat box by telling us, I am so person joining from so person. Why? Because we are big on community and we want to give you a warm virtual hug. I have been a beneficiary of the power of community. And that explains why I'm championing the cause of community. I tell you, if we embrace community powerfully, we will have less depression, we will have less suicides. There are so many benefits of community. And so let's know where you are joining us from by typing in the chat box. We want to appreciate John Agbo for granting us this time, because I know he's a busy person, but he has willingly agreed to do this with us, and we are super grateful. And so let me quickly go into our introduction. So John Agbo is a digital creator. He's a smartphone business consultant, and he is a digital wealth creation enthusiast. He runs a YouTube channel of 17K subscribers, where he teaches people how to leverage the internet to create wealth. And this afternoon on the House of Wisdom platform, we have the privilege of hosting John on this platform, where he will talk to us about how to grow on YouTube in 2024 with 0 views and 0 subscribers. I tell you, you are gonna benefit immensely from this conversation. And so don't just sit and listen. Get your notepad, write so that you can revisit the notes. I am also going to be writing, because I know this afternoon is going to be explosive to the glory of God. And so I want to welcome John. He's been here before now. I'm so grateful that you are punctual. I didn't have to run after you just to get you here. Thank you so much, John, for agreeing to do this with us.
Thank you so much, Yabo. I hope you guys can hear me.
Please type in the chat box. He's asking you a question. Can you hear him? So while we are waiting for people, don't be a stranger. Type. I know I can see people viewing from here, and so I know you are in here. Let's know whether you can hear John before he starts to talk, because he's gonna talk for like 20 to 30 minutes now, and he needs to be sure that he's talking to people. And so let's know in the chat box whether you can hear him. And so, John, you will be required to speak on how to grow your YouTube channel with 0 subscribers and 0 views in 2024, because we know that certain things that applied in 2023 may not apply now. And that explains why we said in 2024, so that we can learn things that are working right now and not things that used to work. And I know that you are going to be generous with your knowledge, because I have checked your YouTube and you are generous with information. You've got a valuable YouTube channel, and I highly recommend that channel for everybody on this call who will also watch the replay. So we have Olubumi Tunde Oyediran says she can hear you. Yes, thank you for joining us, ma'am. God bless you. If you're also on the call, just let's know if you can hear us, because I'm going to hand over to John now. I will leave the stage for him to face you, and he will talk to you, and then I'll come back for Q&A session. So, John, if I drop off now, don't feel strange. I want to leave for you to talk to our people and then I'll come back. I believe that works with you.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. So
Okay,
thank you so
thank
much
you, sir.
for having me here, and I'm trusting God that for the few minutes we are going to spend here, it's going to be a moment of value. So for our discussion today, we are going to be looking at how to grow a YouTube channel in 2024. So that's what we're going to be focusing on for this particular discussion. All right. So personally, I'll be sharing based on my own personal experiences and the things I've been able to apply to grow my channel from 0 to about 70K plus subscribers as at the time of this live session. Okay. So when it comes to growing a YouTube channel, there are so many things you can do to grow a YouTube channel. There are so many strategies that you can apply to grow a YouTube channel. But because of time, I've carefully selected a few tips that I want to share with you so that we can look into it and how you can basically use those tips to actually grow your channel, whether you're starting from 0 subscribers or maybe you've already started your channel before, but you actually want to scale. Okay. And while I'm talking to you, I'm going to be looking at my notepad here because I've jotted down some things that I'm going to be talking about on this session. So as I'm talking to you, I'll also be looking at my notes so it doesn't look strange to you. Okay. Now we are talking about how to grow on YouTube in 2024. And I've actually outlined some points here that we are going to be looking at that will actually guide you. I mean, that will help you to grow a successful YouTube channel from 0 subscribers or 0 views to whatever numbers that it is that you want to get to. Okay. So the very first thing you want to do is to ensure that you make videos that people want to watch. If you want to grow on YouTube in 2024, you need to create video contents that people want to watch. One of the mistakes I made when I first started is the fact that I was making videos that I actually want to make. Okay. So whenever the content idea comes to me, I just go ahead and then make the video without having to think about whether it's something that my audience actually wants to watch. And that is a mistake that I see some persons still making today. Now, as a content creator, you are not creating the content for yourself. You are creating the content for an audience. So the audience is supposed to tell you the kind of content that they actually want to watch. So you don't create content because you like the content idea or because you like the video idea. No, you create content because it is something that will be beneficial to your audience. I mean, it is something that your audience actually wants to watch. Okay. So instead of just sitting down and then when the content idea comes to your mind, the next thing you do is to go ahead and start creating the video. Instead of doing that, the best you want to do is to go ahead and make a research and ensure that the video content you want to create is something that will actually be beneficial to your audience. All right. So that is one thing you want to keep in mind if you actually want to grow on YouTube. Because I mean, what is the essence of creating a video content and nobody's watching it? It is because you are creating the content for yourself. You are not creating the content for your audience. So there's a type of content that your audience wants to watch. So make sure you're always creating that type of content for them, not content that actually makes sense to you. There has to be a content that makes sense to your audience. Okay. And the thing is that everything that you're looking for on YouTube boils down to creating better content. If you want to get more subscribers, focus on creating better content. If you want to get more views, focus on creating better content. If you want to make more money on YouTube, focus on creating better content. Because it is only when you're able to create better content that is offering value to your audience or maybe solving a problem for them, that is when they will come to your channel and watch the video. All right. So the more better content you create, the more YouTube will show your videos to more people, and the more they show your video to more people, the more views you are going to get, right? And the more views you get, the more money you are likely to make. Why? Because you have more eyeballs on your videos. You have more persons coming to your channel. So anything at all that you're looking for on YouTube, focus more on creating better content. I always tell people that instead of focusing on getting more subscribers on YouTube, focus more on creating better content. Because people only subscribe to your channel when they like the kind of content that you are creating. That is the only reason why they will subscribe to your channel. They only subscribe when they like the content that you are creating for your audience. Okay? So that is the first thing you must do if you want to grow successfully on YouTube in 2024, right? Now, the second thing is that you must be persistent. Okay? You must be persistent as someone who wants to see success on YouTube in 2024. I mean, I know how frustrating it can be when you're just getting started as a YouTuber and then you put out a video and you're getting 5 views, 10 views, 20 views, 100 views. I know how frustrating it can be, okay? Especially when you take your time to maybe write the script, shoot the video, edit the video, you spend sometimes you even take days to put all of these things together. And then at the end of the day, when you post on YouTube, all you get is crickets. The views are so low and they can be very discouraging. That is the reason why a lot of people give up on YouTube. Why? Because they are not getting the views and the subscribers are not coming. But I tell you the truth, even when the result is not coming, that is a point where you need to be persistent. You need to keep going. You need to keep going. Even when you post videos and you're getting low views, you need to keep going. All right? You need to keep showing up. The way YouTube works is that the more content that you post, YouTube is more interested in quantity, not quality. All right? They are more interested in what? In quantity. The more content that you put out, the more YouTube will begin to show your content to others organically. Okay? Other people on YouTube who are not subscribed to your channel. And that is how those persons will begin to find your channel. Okay? So in the beginning, sorry, excuse me, even when the result is not forthcoming, please do not give up. Do not give up. All right. I know how I started. I know how it was like. Okay. But I didn't allow that to stop me. I still kept going. So if you want to see success as a YouTuber in 2024, you must develop that attitude of persistency. Okay. You must persist that it is either this thing works or it works. So make sure you keep showing up every now and then, even when the result is not there. And believe me, one day YouTube, like I always say, I like to use something. I say the God of YouTube will favor you as long as you don't give up. That is one thing I know. Why? Because I've seen the evidence in my life and in my business as a content creator on YouTube. As long as you are always showing up, posting content consistently, and you don't give up, even when the result is not there, someday somehow your channel will definitely blow. Okay, so that is point number 2. And then number 3 is that you need to be consistent. Consistency is key. Okay, you need to be consistent as a YouTuber. So in trying to be consistent, one thing you want to do is to define how often you want to be posting content on YouTube, and then make sure you stick to that schedule. Make sure you stick to that plan. So if you say you are going to be posting content, sorry, excuse me, on Monday by 5 p.m. every week, make sure you are showing up on Monday by 5 p.m. every week to post your content. If you say you're going to be posting content 3 times in a week, let's say Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, make sure that you stick to that plan and always show up on those days and at that particular time to post your content. Most people start off on YouTube, they start going and going and going, and then at a point, maybe life just gets in the way, and then they are no longer consistent. All right? That shouldn't be you. You can't achieve success on YouTube in 2024 if you are not consistent with posting content. We don't want a situation whereby you post content today and then the next time we see you on YouTube again on your channel is maybe in 3 weeks time. And when you come back, you start telling us, oh, you know, it's been a while, you posted the video content here, you miss all your subscribers and all that. Nobody is interested in that. All right. They want you to be on YouTube. I mean, your audience wants you to be on YouTube, posting content for them consistently. Okay. So make sure that you're always consistent with showing up on YouTube. Create a content posting plan. If you are going to be posting once every week, make sure you are posting once every week. If you are going to be posting twice every week, make sure you're actually posting twice every week. If you are going to be posting every single day like me, make sure you're posting every single day, okay? So that is one thing you want to do for yourself and for your channel if you want to grow in 2024. Consistency is key, all right? Consistency is key. And when it comes to creating an action plan for, your posting schedule on YouTube, make sure you also check your own activities as an individual. All right. When I started off on YouTube, I was not posting every day like I'm doing presently because then I was still trying to find my foot. Okay. I was still trying to learn how YouTube works. I was still trying to shoot videos, how to edit videos, and the rest of it. And it was taking so much time. All right. So there are also other things that were taking my attention then, but now it is not the same. So if you want to be posting, if you want to create your posting plan on YouTube, make sure that you also check your own activities as a person and also your skill set. Because when I started on YouTube, sometimes when I'm shooting a video, I take like 3 hours to shoot one video. Yes, 3 hours to shoot just one video. And after that, I have to take like maybe 2 hours again to edit. But now it is not like that. All right, it is no longer that way. Today, I can sit down and maybe shoot like 3-4 videos in like 1 hour 30 minutes and I'm done. Yes, like 3-4 videos in 1 hour 30 minutes and I'm done. And the editing does not take my time like it used to. So now I am better with shooting videos. I'm also better with editing videos. Okay. And maybe you are a mother, you have children to take care of, maybe you have a day job, a 9 to 5 job, or you have a business that takes you out, maybe it's a physical shop. You need to check all of these activities. So let it not be that maybe you have a 9 to 5 job, you're a mother, and you also have kids to take care of, and then you set your posting schedule on YouTube that you're going to be posting every day. You know it's going to be kind of challenging for you. All right. So what you want to do is to set a posting plan that will actually work in your favor and that will actually help you to also grow faster on YouTube. Okay. Then the next one is that is number 4 is to utilize social media. Okay, utilize social media. I get a lot of people saying they post video on YouTube and they are not getting views and all of that. Yes, it happens like that in the beginning. But one thing you can do to also increase your views on YouTube is to utilize social media. All right. Now, in the beginning, as a still doing the work. I'm still putting in the efforts to get traffic from other sources so they can be able to watch my videos. Okay. So what some persons do is that and then they just hope that YouTube will send viewers to come and view the video. I mean, it doesn't work like that. All right. Even your favorite big YouTubers that you admire, they don't depend on only traffic from YouTube. Okay. They also depend on traffic from other sources. So in the beginning, and even when you start growing, you must learn how to leverage social media to grow your channel, to get more views on your videos. Okay. So when you make a video and you post it on YouTube, instead of relaxing and hoping that YouTube is going to send you traffic or send eyeballs to your videos, you can go ahead and share that video on your various social media platforms. All right. You can share on Facebook, you can share on WhatsApp, you can share on Telegram. I mean, if you click on the share button on your video, YouTube will give you the different social media platforms where you can share your videos. Now, why are they doing that? Because they also want you to get more views on your video. And they know that the only way you can get more views on your video is when you also encourage persons from other social media platforms to come to their platform on YouTube to watch your video. Okay? So YouTube is also interested in you getting more views. That's the reason why they put that share button under your video. So don't just make a video and leave it on YouTube and expect YouTube to send you traffic. When you make your video, copy the link, share on your WhatsApp status, okay? Share on your WhatsApp status. Share on Facebook. If you have a community, like I have a community, and which is one thing you also want to do, build a community. I have a community on Telegram of about 1.9K subscribers. I have a WhatsApp group. I have a WhatsApp group mainly for my YouTube subscribers. And I also have about 50 other WhatsApp groups on my own that I've built in the past, even before I started on YouTube. Copy the link and I share on those platforms. Share your link on your WhatsApp status. Okay? Share your link on your WhatsApp status. As you are doing all of these things, you are going to be sending more eyeballs to your videos. All right? So that is one thing you actually want to do if you want to get more views on your videos, and also you want to get more subscribers. In the beginning, sometimes when you are posting your link, people will not respond. All right? But when you share the link once, when you share it the second time, maybe the third time you share your link on your WhatsApp status, somebody will be like, what is this guy even doing on YouTube? Let me even go and check out his videos. And by the time they come, and then subscribe to your channel. Okay? So don't depend on only YouTube traffic. Make videos and share the videos. Most importantly, build a community. Build a community. Telegram channel is free. Telegram group is free. Facebook group is free. Create one. You can decide to build a community as an email list, all right? But the free ones that you can get started with, and that maybe the open rate, let me see, the open rate is higher. We have WhatsApp and we have Telegram. Community, so that anytime you post a video on now, that is that for utilizing social media. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is to learn daily. If you want to grow as a YouTuber, you must be a learner. You must be willing to learn every start. Anytime someone talks about a WhatsApp marketing class, you start feeling like, what is it you want to tell me about WhatsApp marketing that I don't already know? But the truth is, if you enroll for that class, there is something you will learn in that class that you didn't know before you joined that class or before you enrolled for that particular course. So don't get to that point as a YouTuber or as a content creator on YouTube where you start feeling like, what is it they want to tell me about YouTube that I don't already know? Is it not about designing thumbnail? Is it not about SEO? Is it not about the algorithm? Or is it about AdSense? No. There are so many things about YouTube that you don't already know yet. And if you want to succeed on YouTube, you must have an open mind to keep learning every single day. Even me, I am still learning every single day, because why? Learning never ends. All right. So every day you should learn something new that will help you to grow on YouTube. Learn a new editing style so you can change your editing style. You can learn how to design thumbnails. Maybe if you are used to designing your thumbnail in a regular manner before, you can try a new style. All right. Try something new. And then learn how the algorithm works, learn about SEO, learn how to research content. There are tools that you can use to research content ideas that you can basically use for your videos on YouTube. Okay, and you can also learn from other YouTubers, okay? Which actually takes me to the next point. Learn from other YouTubers, model others in your niche, all right? So if you're in the fashion niche, for example, go on YouTube right now and search for fashion. You're going to see YouTubers who are actually in the fashion niche, all right? You're going to see those YouTubers who are in the fashion niche, and you want to see exactly what those guys are doing. What are they doing that you can actually learn from them? All right. What are they doing that you can learn from them? Look at how they make their videos. Look at how they design their thumbnails. Look at how they write their video descriptions. Look at how they actually engage with their audience. Okay. How often do they post? Because it is likely they have the kind of results that you are looking for. So how often do they actually post on YouTube? All right. Because if you actually want to get the kind of result that they have, then you must be willing to do what they are also doing. So if they are posting on YouTube every single day, it means that you also need to brace up to start posting on YouTube every single day. That is, if you're not posting every single day yet. Okay. So make sure you're also modeling other YouTubers, so that, because there's something we say that success leaves clues. All right. If you are able to do what they did, it is most likely that you will also get the kind of result that they have. All right. And then finally, which is number 7, is to avoid unhealthy comparison. Okay. Avoid unhealthy comparison. This is actually one reason why most people give up on YouTube even faster than they started. Now, the fact that you and I started YouTube the same time does not mean that we'll grow, that our growth will be the same. Okay. It does not mean that our growth will be the same. So if you and I started YouTube today, which is April 3rd, right? We started today. It doesn't mean that by December 31st, you and I will have 1,000 subscribers each. No. It is possible that you will grow even faster than me. It is possible that you get more views on your videos than me. So even though you started your YouTube channel at the same time with someone, it doesn't mean that you and that person, your growth is going to be the same. There are people that will even start YouTube even long after you started, and they will still grow faster than you. So the only thing you have control over is making good videos. You don't even have control over the algorithm. So focus on making better videos. If somebody is growing on YouTube, their growth should not discourage you, because both of you started at the same time or they started after you. Okay? So let their growth only be an inspiration to you to do more. Let their growth not be a reason for you to give up on your channel, because you feel like, oh, how come I started the same time with this person, or this person that started long after me is now growing faster than me. Don't allow that to bring you down. Okay. Focus on your own growth. Focus on making better content on YouTube, and focus on what you can control. You cannot control their growth, you cannot control the algorithm. The only thing that you can control is your own content that you put out there on YouTube. And the content that you put out is what will also determine your own growth. Because the more content you put out, the more that people are likely to view your videos, and that is how you get more views and also be able to get more subscribers on YouTube. So these are the few points I want to share with you guys for today on how to grow a successful YouTube channel in 2024. So I hope you guys will actually find these tips helpful and you can run with it even as you go ahead to grow a successful YouTube channel in 2024. So thank you so much, Yabo. I am done for now. So over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, John. I appreciate. I was noting down everything you were saying. You talked about focusing on better content than subscribers, because it is a given that when you got better content, subscribers will naturally come. You also talked about persistence, which is very important. You talked about consistency. You also talked about learning how to leverage social media to grow our channels. And you also talked about learning never ends. In fact, that I was just shaking my head. Yes, learning never ends when it comes to YouTube. And of course, you talked about learning from our favorite YouTubers, people who have already done what we want to do, and so we can benefit from their wealth of experience. Sometimes it's not as if they will even talk to you, just by observing them. We can learn a lot. And I know that people have benefited from what you've said this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. At let me see, Mohammed. Yes, yes, yes. You said yes. My hello, my coach. I'm live here. This is Ataya Mohammed. I hope I called your name right. Watching live from Ghana. Mohammed, do you know I was born and bred in Ghana? I know you are talking to John, and John will
Oh,
acknowledge you shortly.
thank you so much.
Yeah, so I was born and bred in Ghana, and you're welcome. John acknowledges your presence. And thank you so much, Olubumi Tunde Yediran, for joining. You said, okay, good. I'm sure you are replying to something he said before I go back here. And also, Peter Eze Augustine Agameku. Sorry if I didn't mention your name properly. You first said poor network affecting me seriously. And sorry, so sorry about that. So sorry about that. And we hope you can watch the replay so you can benefit from the insights that John has shared this afternoon. And Peter, you came back to say thank you so much, John Agbo. You did justice to the topic. Thank you so much, Sir Peter. We appreciate you. You know, I love it when people have a learning heart. It matters. And like John said, learning never ends, learning never stops. Yes, yes, yes. And so I'm super grateful. And if you've not introduced yourself in the chat box, please go ahead and do so, because I can see you are watching from here. And so go ahead and introduce yourself so we can give you a warm virtual hug. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, like I always say, hit the subscribe button. It takes less than a minute to do so, because we still have loads of conversations still under our Make 2024 Count, Make Your Life Count webinar series, which has become a movement. I tell you, we are not going to take no for an answer this year. This is the year when our efforts are going to count. And we thank God for speakers like John, who willingly come on this platform to share their knowledge, their wisdom that they have gained through trial and error, so we won't suffer. Thank you so much. So, John, we will be taking questions right away. By the way, if you like what we are saying, go ahead and like this video, leave a comment, share it with a friend. Don't benefit alone, because people need this information we are sharing this afternoon. And so we're going to go to our Q&A session. And if you've got a question, please type it in the chat box. But John, I want to ask you,
Okay.
at the beginning, because I like to be realistic, and I know our audience, some of them are quite overwhelmed right now with all they have to do to maintain their channels. And I want you to cast your mind back to the beginning, when you had not yet started you have not yet started seeing the kind of results you wanted. How did you cope during those days, and how did you encourage yourself? Because I know someone is watching who is almost quitting. And so how did you encourage yourself during that phase before you started seeing results?
Okay. Okay. When I started on YouTube, just like I said, I was also getting low views and the subscribers were also not growing. Okay. But one thing I did was that I looked at, I did two things. Number one, I looked at other persons who have gone ahead of me, and then it gave me that assurance that, especially content creators in my niche from this part of the world, and I told myself that if these guys can move from zero to where they are presently, it means that this thing is possible. Even though I'm not seeing the result right now, I know the result will surely come. So that was one thing that gave me the courage to keep pushing on. And then the second thing I did was that I looked for someone who was a little bit above me in terms of results on YouTube. When I started, the guy had about he had about 2,000 subscribers. Yes. So I watched the way he was consistent on YouTube, even when he was getting low views and he didn't have much subscribers. Then I was following him closely. And the guy was consistent, posting videos every day, back to back. And when I mean every day, I mean every single day, even as small as his channel was then. So I was watching him closely. Then I was posting videos once in a week. Meanwhile, this guy was posting videos every single day. And right before my presence, before I could knew it, the guy moved from 2,000 subscribers to about 4K subscribers. All right. And he was consistent again. Before I knew what was happening, he moved from about 4K to 20K subscribers. As I talk to you presently, it's around 64,000 subscribers. Okay. So when I looked at his growth, the way the guy was moving, when he was moving gradually from 2K to 4K, 7, 8, 10, and thereabouts, I was following his growth and I was seeing everything the guy was doing. So when he hit 50K subscribers, then I didn't even have up to, let me say, 5,000 subscribers on YouTube yet. Yeah, when the guy moved to 50K subscribers. So when I saw the way he moved from 2K subscribers when I got to know him on YouTube to 50,000 subscribers, I looked at what this guy has done. And I saw that this guy really paid the price to get to where he is. This guy was consistent right before my eyes. He moved from 2K to 50K. So I watched his growth process. So that was the only thing another thing that gave me courage, that if this guy can move from 2K to 50K where he is right now, it means that I can also do it. There are some of you watching me right now, you knew exactly when I started on YouTube. You knew I was not posting every single day. But what's changed that I'm not posting every day? It is because I came to realize that posting one video in a week will not give me the kind of result I am looking for. So the person that has the kind of result I'm looking for, I have seen what he did. The guy was not posting one video in a week or 2 videos in a week. He was posting every single day. So I told myself, if you want to get the kind of result that this guy has, then you should do exactly what he did. And that was how I started. As at December 31st, 2023, I had just 10K subscribers on YouTube. But today, I am now on 17.2K. Why? Because I have moved from posting once in a week to posting every single day. This is April, right? This is April. In the month of March, I had about 16K subscribers. Now it took me 10 days to move from 16K subscribers to 17K subscribers. Yes, 10 days. But when I started on YouTube, it took me 8 months to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Why? Because I was posting one video in a week. So in a whole month, I was posting just 4 videos, which was not good enough. So what actually kept me going, even when the result was not coming, is number one, I looked at people who have gone ahead of me in my niche, and I saw that these people already have the kind of result I'm looking for. That gave me the assurance that if these guys can do it, I can also do it. And then secondly, I looked for someone who was a little bit above me in terms of result, and I was watching him closely. I was watching his growth process and seeing what he was doing, and I was learning from him. And when I saw how the guy moved from 2K to 50K right before my eyes, when I was struggling to get 4,000, 5,000 subscribers, this guy has moved to over 50K subscribers. He didn't even, I'm not sure if it took him up to, let me say, 8 months for him to get that result. Let's say between 8 to 10 months for him to get that result, because he was really consistent. So that was the only thing I did. So if you actually are at the point right now where you're feeling depressed and you're feeling like all hope is lost, how do I move on because the result is not coming? Look for somebody in your niche that has the kind of result you're looking for. Look at what that person is doing, and then ask yourself if what you're doing presently can actually give you the kind of result that that person has. If the answer is no, then start doing what that person is doing on YouTube. Learn how they design their thumbnail. See how consistent they post on YouTube. See how they engage with their audience. Are they using community tab to post every day or maybe once a week to engage their audience? Do they have a community? Monitor their growth process and what they are doing so that you can start doing the same thing. And I assure you that you also will get the kind of results that they have.
Thank you so much, John. I love what you just said. Model your channel after someone who is successful. But one thing I want to bring out from what you said is that you have to encourage yourself initially, and which is what you did by looking at someone who was successful in your niche and telling yourself, if this guy can do it, I can too. Because initially people are like, they are waiting for validation from other people, and other people won't understand what you are seeing. God has given you the vision, and you must run with the vision even when other people are not seeing it. And so you need to encourage yourself at the beginning, like John said, by looking at someone who's successfully done what you want to do and going out with courage, pushing forward, knowing fully well that one day your efforts will pay off. And another thing I want to bring up from what you just said is that there is a cost to what you want. You want to grow in 2024 on your YouTube, there is a price to pay, and for you the price is posting daily. And so you must be prepared to also pay the price. It's very, very important. It doesn't come easy. You see him sitting down talking about it. It's not easy to post daily, except we want to lie. From
Yes.
idea generation, from idea generation to scripting, to designing your thumbnail, to editing, to uploading, to YouTube SEO. It's a whole lot of work. There is a price to pay, and you must be willing to pay that price. Okay, now I wanted to also go to this question before I mention Peter Eze's question. There's a question here that he would like you to attend to. I want to ask, someone is watching now who will say, I don't have a big laptop, or I don't have a laptop at all I have is a smartphone. Can I do this?
Okay. Okay. Um, all right. The thing is that you don't need any fancy gadget for you to start up on YouTube. You don't. And I always tell people, because I started from scratch. When I mean from scratch, I mean from scratch. Okay? Even if your phone screen is broken, start with what you have. Do you know you don't even have to show your face on camera for you to make a YouTube video? You don't. So if you have a smartphone, you can actually start with your smartphone. Okay? You can get started with your smartphone. And okay, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Let me put off the alternate supply. NEPA just did their thing. Sorry.
Okay, so no qualms. Take your time. Take your time. So while John is trying to get back, we all know how these things work. I am using sunlight, and so, but I know he will get back with us soon. Which means what I just said means that and he also said you don't need fancy gadgets. You can shoot with sun at the beginning. You can shoot with the sun at like this. Now I'm using sunlight. I'm not using any fancy light. There is light, but I know that as in there's no NEPA light, but you can use the sun. This is the sun I'm using here. And so you don't need any fancy gadgets, because all those things we say, they are excuses that keep us down. And he said something, I was laughing when he said it, but that is a honest truth. Even if your phone screen is broken, use it the way it is. You will grow past that. But if you keep saying, I'm waiting for your phone, when will that one happen? Start with what you have. That is what our mentor today is telling us. That is what John is telling us. Start with what you have. Start with what you have, because what you have is enough. Stop waiting for more. We all are always in this battle of waiting for more, and we use that to hold ourselves down. I tell you, if you take responsibility and say, this thing that I have, I will work with it, it will make a lot of sense. Before you realize it, you would have grown a YouTube channel. Everybody would be asking you, how did you do it? But they won't know those days when your phone screen was cracked and you still were editing videos with it. But I tell you, if you can do it, you will have results. And thank you so much for your comment. Olubumitunde Oyediran, you said, thank you, John. I'm sure John is acknowledging. your greetings. And if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button. It takes less than a minute, even a second to do that, and you will become a part of this community. This is a community of positive-minded people who are on the path to greatness. We are all on the path to making our lives count. And this Make 2024 Count, Make Your Life Count movement is geared towards moving you towards your destiny. I tell you, we are no longer taking things lying low. We are taking it by force, just as the Bible says that from the days of John the Baptist even up to now, the kingdom of God suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. And so we are going to take it by force this year, which is why we are doing all that we do. We bring in experts to speak here for free. These are things they do for money. But all of them, nobody who has appeared on this platform has ever asked for money. John did not ask for money. All he was concerned about was impacting people. And I'm super, super grateful to have him in the house. And so you can complete what you were saying. But if you are not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment, share this video so many people can benefit from what we are doing here.
All right, sorry about that. So, like I was saying, you can actually start with whatever it is that you have. Even if your phone screen is broken, start with it. Okay. When I started, I started with an Infinix Note 8i, and I think it was a phone I got for about 68,000 naira thereabouts. Okay, that was all I had, and I started with it. Okay, and I got this small what do they call it? Is it ring light or whatever? This one they pin to the to your table. All right. So I'm actually using it to hold this phone right now. So I got it for about 4,000 naira, and I started with it. If you go back to my channel and you see the videos I posted way back, you'll see that those videos are not of high quality. All right. Even now, my videos don't have the best of quality, but I started with what I had then. And as time progresses, I was able to get better light. Okay. So if you keep waiting, the time will never be right for you to start. I tell people that whatever it is that you don't have right now to start off with, it is because you don't need it. Everything you have, everything you need to start is already with you or inside of you. So just start with what you have. All right. You don't need a laptop. I didn't even have a laptop when I started. And the good thing is that when you start on YouTube, the money you're going to use to buy all of those gadgets, the big lights, the big phone, the laptop, it will come from YouTube. Yes, everything I have right now, the money came from YouTube. The phone I'm using presently, if you say you want to buy that phone right now, the one I started off with, if you multiply the money times 4, it will even buy the phone I'm using presently. But the money came from YouTube. So stop waiting until you have the best gadget or expensive camera or the big light before you start. Even if you don't have money to afford a small ring light that you pin to your table, you can use sunlight. Stand and face your window and make your videos. People on YouTube are not interested in the quality of your video. All they want to know is that they are able to hear you. Okay? They are able to hear you. It's audio that matters. It's not the quality of your video. So anything you have, start with it. It does not matter how your phone is, so long as the phone has internet access and you can use it to record, go ahead and record. Even if the camera is bad and you cannot record to show your face, you can do screen recording. Okay? You can make tutorials, there are things you can record on your phone just to show people exactly what you are trying to explain. So you can actually start from where you are. Until you start, that thing that you're looking for is not going to come. So always start with what you have. Okay? So with your smartphone, you're actually good to go.
Great, great, great. And I appreciate what you said about recording your screen. And if you check this channel, there is a tutorial on how to make faceless videos. on YouTube. There are people who run YouTube channels that you don't see their face. All they do is record the screen to show you what to do, and they have large followerships. And so this is another angle that you can. And so check out that video. It's right here on this channel. How to make money on YouTube without showing your face. I think that's the title of that video which I made a while back. And so these are all things that you can learn from. Also, if you've got questions, please type in the chat box. Peter Eze, I acknowledge your question, and this is what you said. You said, is there any forum where one can learn to make videos and edit videos? Yes, there is a training that John Agbo does, and he will talk about the training shortly. And you can take the training. We highly recommend it because John delivers, and he will tell you how to pay for it and everything. But if you want to send a notification of payment, you can do so to my WhatsApp. Those of you that are in our community, you already have my WhatsApp. But I will leave him to explain about the training this afternoon and how you can benefit from being a part of it. Like he said, success leaves clues and learning never ends. And so over to you, John.
Okay. You want me to talk about the training?
Yes, please do.
Now,
We cannot hear you. Are you talking?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me now, right?
Yes, absolutely. I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. So we're talking about the program, right? The YouTube program.
Exactly.
Okay. So the program is called YouTube Money Mastery Academy. So it's an academy that I've put together to show people who want to start and grow on YouTube on how to start and grow a profitable YouTube channel. Okay. So in this academy, I'm going to be covering everything that I've learned over the years as a YouTuber to show you how you can actually shorten your journey and learn better and also get faster results on YouTube. So in the academy, I'll be showing you guys how you can basically set up your YouTube channel. I'll be talking about how you can actually optimize your videos to ensure that you get more views, more subscribers, and also make more money on YouTube. And then I'll also be covering how you can actually make more money on YouTube. Because when it comes to YouTube monetization, the only thing that most people know about is AdSense, all right? And I tell you the truth, AdSense money on YouTube is very small. As a YouTuber, I'm telling you based on experience, and other YouTubers will also tell you the same thing. AdSense money is very, very small. There are other channels you can make money on YouTube that will pay you even far more than AdSense. Okay, and some persons when they start off on YouTube, they are waiting until they get 1,000 subscribers and 4K public watch time hours before they can join the YouTube partnership program and start making money through AdSense. You don't have to do that. Okay, in this academy, I'll be showing you how you can start making money right from the very first day that you start your YouTube channel. I know it sounds too good to be true, but when you join the academy and you say that I am not able to deliver on my promises, you can feel free to ask for your money back. And what I'm telling you right now is something I wish somebody told me earlier. Okay, I wouldn't have been waiting till about 8 months to get 1K subscribers. In fact, I got monetized in my 11th month. Okay, and you know what happens when you're not able to meet up with the threshold after 365 days? You have to go back and start all over again. So that shouldn't be you. There are better ways that you can make money as a YouTuber without having to depend on a YouTube AdSense. Okay, so I'm going to cover all of that, and I'll teach you how you can also be able to generate leads organically on YouTube. Leads are the lifeblood of any business. Okay, people shouldn't just come to YouTube, watch a video, and then go away. Even if they subscribe, they've gone away because the only time they will come back again is when they want to watch your video. Okay, I'll show you exactly how you can actually generate massive leads on YouTube without having to spend a dime on anything like ads. And when you are able to generate those leads, you can be able to sell anything to them at any point in time. Okay, so these are things that I'm going to be covering in the course. I will show you how you can actually shoot and edit your videos professionally. This is not about Nollywood kind of editing, because that is what scares some people. You are thinking that you have to edit your videos to be like Nollywood standard. No, it doesn't have to be like Nollywood standard, but I'll show you how you can edit your videos professionally. You can put it out on YouTube and your audience will actually enjoy viewing your videos. Okay, so to gain access to the academy is just 10,000 naira. So once you are able to pay 10,000 naira, you gain access into the academy. The academy launches on the 20th of April, which is few days from today. All right. So if you want to make payment, there's going to be a link that you can use to make your payment online. That is if you want to pay with your card. And how do I actually call out my account details? We can type it on the screen for them so they can use it. Yabo.
Sure, go ahead to type it for them. And when you pay, just send a notification to my WhatsApp +234-803-356-4055. So you can give them the details, your account. Yes. Okay, so while we are waiting for that, I mentioned that you should send notification to me so that we can track people who come from this conversation. John has a special package for you if you come via this conversation. And that explains why we are telling you, once you have paid, pay to John, don't pay to me, but just send me a receipt at +234-803-356-4055, so we can track the people that came via House of Wisdom, so that you can enjoy the perks that come with being a part of this community. Also, Peter Eze says, I hope you will discount for us because of our coach, Mrs. Iyabo. Thanks in advance. Okay, so over to you, John, and you can also give them your account details.
I've typed in the account details because I'm not sure I have permission to do that. Can you find it in the chat box?
You can type it for everyone to see. Please do go ahead. Type it for everyone to see.
Okay.
So, what will you say to Peter Eze that is asking for a discount? Please attend to his question too.
Okay. Before that, I think I've typed the account details in the chat box. Maybe you can try to pin it on your screen because I'm not sure if I have the permission to do that. Now, Peter, this academy has already been discounted. Okay, it has been discounted hugely, and trust me, those who have gotten my programs in the past, they know that I go out of my way to over deliver. All right. You need to be learning consistently as a YouTuber. And as a YouTuber, I've gone through a lot of programs. I've enrolled for so many courses there, and I came to realize that there are YouTubers that try to hide certain secrets. Why? Because I've learned from different persons. And you are going through someone's course, there are things you are expecting to see, and they don't tell you in their program. Okay, so what I'm doing in this academy is that I want to expose everything that you need to know about growing on YouTube. All right, so the value you're going to get from this academy, trust me, is far worth more than the amount I'm asking you to pay. Okay, in yourself, in your growth, and in your business.
Okay, so there's a bit of noise here because kids are on holiday, but don't worry, we will still make a sense of whatever it is. One thing I want you guys to know that even me, as an upcoming YouTuber, I have paid for programs. And so when we talk about paying for programs, it's not because we are like, I don't know, we want to take advantage of you or not. No, we want you to gain access to knowledge that will shorten the learning curve for you. These are people who are there. I highly recommend this program. These are people who have done it, and they are telling you, look at what he just said. And it's the truth. Some people wait till they have 1,000 subscribers to monetize, which doesn't make sense. You can monetize from the get-go. And this guy has the secrets. John has the secrets and is willing to let it out. Some people have secrets, they hoard it, but he's not like that. And so I highly recommend this class. Take the class and pay for it, and let me have your receipts via WhatsApp +234-803-356-4055. If you still need information, still get in touch with me via that number. I will get the link for payment for you directly, and all payments go to John. Nothing comes to me. Just note that. But your receipt, that's the only thing I need so we can track that you came via this conversation, and so that you can benefit from a special perk that he's got to give all the people that come through this conversation. Now, I was going to ask you, John, I know we've spent close to more than an hour here, but just before you run off, I know you're busy. I wanted to say that what are the things that you look back and you think you could have done right? So
Okay.
Sir Peter says he's expecting your account details. I will get it across to you. And if anybody is here who is still expecting the account details, don't you worry. He is unable to do that because I am the host of this meeting. I will get it for you. +234-803-356-4055. Just message me on WhatsApp and you will have all the details you need. And so there is this question I wanted to ask before we go. When you look back, what are the, because when we run businesses, we get to a point where we are like, knowing what I know today, what would I have done differently as a YouTuber?
Okay. When I was talking about the program, one of the things I mentioned was the fact that YouTube, I was waiting till I get 1K subscribers. I mean, meet up with the requirements to be admitted into the YouTube partnership program. And that was a very huge mistake on my part, because if I had known that not having to wait until you are monetized, I would have leveraged on it to start making money on YouTube. Okay. So if I'm starting off on YouTube today, I wouldn't have to wait until I get up to okay public watch time hours, because it's what I know right now. I can start making money on YouTube even from the very first day that I started my YouTube channel. Number two is that I would have been more consistent, because when I started off, I was posting videos once every week. So in a month, I was posting, made my growth process to be very, very slow. So if I was posting every single day consistently,
Put it.
my growth would have been faster, and I would have I am presently. So looking back, I would say that if I'm going to start off today, or if I knew what I knew right now, when I started back then, I would have been posting videos every single day. If I was too busy, maybe I had other activities I needed to, let's say I would have been posting at least 4 videos in a week, so that my growth process will actually be faster. Are you there? Are you still there, Yabo?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Okay. Okay, so those are the things looking back you would have done differently. And I get what you are trying to say, because when you build leads from the get go, you are sure you are in business instead of waiting for YouTube monetization, which might not come early like that, depending on how fast you grow your channel. But that is not to say you cannot monetize from the get-go. And I'm sure you're going to teach how you did this, because I am also going to take this class. Yes, I am also going to take this class, and I'm going to bring people with me into the class because I know that you have done it and you are willing to share. Because I'm particular about the people that I bring on this platform. I bring people who know God, who fear God in business, because we have all sorts that are happening, and we don't want to bring in people who will take advantage of our people. We are a ministry, and so we are careful of who we bring here. We are careful of who we bring here. And so if you want to go ahead and do this, please go ahead. I am trying to type the details in the chat box for you. This is it. I'm typing the details in the chat box. You can take advantage of it to make your payment so that John can acknowledge it and you can send me your receipt. Because apart from John giving you a special perk, I also will give you a clarity session on YouTube. So you also stand to gain from me, right? If you decide to invest in this. And so go ahead and make your payment. Like John said, it costs 10K. You can see the details there. Take advantage of that to make your payment today. Don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate. He said it. He said, if you are waiting for the right phone, well, it will come definitely, but even the money can come from YouTube. And he has given himself as an example how he's been able to get gadgets via his involvement in YouTube. And so this thing works, but you've got to be willing to pay the price, and you got to be willing to invest in yourself. Now, before you run off, John, because I know we have taken a lot of time this afternoon, please, if you've got questions, go ahead and drop your questions so John can attend to your questions before he goes off. So that John can attend to your questions before he goes off. The question is now, someone that is just coming up, will you tell such a person to choose a niche or go general? Because I see some channels where the person is talking about his food, his hairdo, those kind of things, talking about lifestyle and things like that. I'm mixing it with some other topics, and that is a general channel. Now, for someone who is just starting, who has not gotten his or her foot, will you say such a person should go niche or go general, sir?
Okay. Now that's more like what you're doing on YouTube is more like vlogging. Okay, and the truth is that vlogging used to work in those days where you just come on YouTube for outing and you are trying to video yourself and you just post on YouTube and people come and watch. These days, people don't have that time anymore. Okay, so you don't expect that you want to do vlogging on YouTube and succeed now, because people are looking for. If you are going to do vlogging on YouTube, you must ensure that your vlogging is connected to a particular niche. You must be focused on one thing that you are doing on YouTube. Now, I give you an example. Let's say you are in the real estate niche. Now, instead of coming on YouTube and maybe you are a lady and you just put up your camera, you are trying to do makeup in your bedroom and all of that. What you can do, your camera, and then go show us a new property. As you are taking us around a new property, doing your thing Maybe even if it's let's say a bottle of Coke, you can be sipping around and walking around the property and just what you are doing is lifestyle, but you are still telling your audience about the property. You are still maybe talking about the features of the property. Okay, but if, or let's say you want to go and show your audience in your property, even that same makeup you are doing, you can start a whole you can tell your audience, okay, today I'm taking you to a new property. I want to show you this property is worth over 100 million naira and is located in Lekki Axis. I'm just trying to make up so I can take all of these things. You are doing your makeup, okay? Before you know, you are done with the makeup, you come out, you enter your car or you enter Uber or whatever, and you take your audience to the property. And when you get there, you are taking them around the property. What you are doing is still lifestyle, but we are focused on talking about real estate. Okay, but in a situation where you just come and sit in your room and then you're just doing makeup and the camera is on you, what value exactly are you offering people on YouTube that they will waste their time to be watching you? Those things used to work in those days, but it doesn't work anymore. For someone like me, I see no reason why I'll come and sit on YouTube and I'm watching a lady who is making her hair or making her children's hair, because I know a lady that used to do that way back on YouTube. I came across her channel once and I was going through the video and I'm like, what's this? I mean, I'll sit down and the video was like an hour plus. I said, no, I can't do this. So those things do not work now. All right. So even if you want to do vlogging, make sure that your vlogging is tied to a niche, just like I explained. All right. So even when you're showing off your lifestyle, you're actually talking to people about a particular thing so that at the end of the video, they should know that they are getting value from that particular video. So don't try to be a generalist. Okay, try to be a specialist. Specialist gets paid more than generalist, because when someone is looking for a particular solution and then they come to your channel, they want to be sure that your channel is focused strictly on talking about that particular solution. But let it not be that they come to your channel, you're talking about food, you're talking about weight loss, you're talking about real estate, you're talking about movies because you're yet to find your feet on YouTube. No, focus on one specific thing. Yes, in the beginning, like me when I started, I was talking about digital products, I was talking about making money online, and you know that these things are kind of related. Then as time went on, I was able to find my feet and I felt like, no, I don't want to focus only on digital products creation and sales anymore. I want to channel fully into making money online. And you know that the audience are still the same. All right. So that way, I was still able to retain my subscribers and also my viewers. So if in the beginning you are still here to find your feet, make sure that whatever you are doing is still tied to a particular niche or to a particular audience. Then maybe as time goes on, you can decide to drop others when you fully find your foot or what your audience are truly interested in. They can focus on that fully.
Awesome. I love that explanation, and it's perfect. Have a niche, have a market you are targeting. Don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon, John. It's been worth it. And for those of you following or who will watch the replay much later, I want you to know that an investment in the YouTube Money Mastery Academy is an investment in you, and investing in yourself is the best investment you can do. I won't lie to you, I invest in stocks, I invest in real estate, but investing in myself has taken me places I never thought I could get to. And so this is another way to invest in yourself. For chickening money 10K, please get in touch with John via the account details I shared, and let me have the receipt via +234-803-356-4055, so that you can benefit from the perks that are associated with the people coming via the House of Wisdom channel. And so your last words, John, before I let you run off, and how people can contact you on social media.
Okay. If there is one thing I want to tell you as a content creator on YouTube, is the fact that there is a price for every price. So a lot of people admire the lifestyle, but they're not willing to pay the price that gives birth to the lifestyle. It's not going to be easy, but the reward is going to be great. So you must be willing to pay the price. Someone said something, he said, success is knowing what you want, knowing the price you have to pay to get what you want, and then paying the price to get what you want. So my final words for you, maybe you're starting off on YouTube, you're a new YouTuber, or you've been on YouTube for some time, but the results not forthcoming yet, is the fact that just be willing to pay the price. And in the end, the reward is going to be great. Trust me.
Thank you so much for your time, John. It's been worth my while, and I'm sure that our people have been blessed by what you've got to share. And okay, we've got a comment by Sines, and she says, "Good morning." I'm sure it's good morning from my end, and so you are welcome, Sines Reality. Thank you for always coming through, and I believe that you will benefit from watching the replay. And so go ahead and feast your eyes, and if you've got questions, type them in the chat box. John will slide in one of these days to answer. Of course, I will also answer to the best of my knowledge. And so, thank you so much, John. We wish you a fantastic day. Please don't forget to share to your people so they can benefit from this that you have shared. Because I know that on a normal basis, you charge for what you have shared because you have been generous with this information. And so let us pass it on to as many people as need it. And so share with your friends, share with your audiences, let people benefit. Okay, we've got another comment from Peter Eze who says, who can really, okay, says we are really blessed. Says God bless you. So God bless you, John. And so Sinners Reality says, okay, I will. Yes, I know you will, definitely, because you are a part of this community. We believe in community and we love you. Thank you so much for always coming through. And thank you, John. Do have a fantastic day, and bye-bye. Okay, so thank you for those of you that joined the live stream. We appreciate you. And if you're also watching the replay, we want to say thank you. We want to appreciate you. Could have been anywhere else, but you decided to stick with us this afternoon. And I tell you, if you are just joining, just watch the replay, watch it from the beginning to the end, and do the needful. Invest in John's program so that you can be empowered for YouTube success. And also, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to become a part of this community. Hit the subscribe button now so that you will be notified of our upcoming live streams. And by the way, we got another upcoming live stream next week, Wednesday. Did I hear somebody say, oh? Yes, we got another live stream on how to stand out on YouTube. How to stand out on YouTube by another YouTuber, Favor Kemji Okoro. It's gonna be the bomb. Don't miss it. As in, hit the subscribe button so we can notify you when we go live. Become a member of this community. I tell you, it comes with a lot of blessings. It comes with a lot of goodies. And so don't leave this channel today without hitting the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that we can become a part of your life. And like I always tell people, we are big on community, and transformation is at the heart of what we do. And 2024 count, to make your life count movement is geared towards making our lives count this year. I tell you, we don't want our 2024 to be like our 2023. And so we are giving it all it takes. We are going all out to make sure that our lives count this year. And I'm super grateful that you have also keyed into this movement, because this is a move of God. If it were left for me, I wouldn't do this. But God says do it, and I have to obey. And so this is a movement that is geared towards making your 2024 count. And we have a village meeting. Yes, we have a Make 2024 Count village meeting. And it's gonna be It's not going to be on Google Meet, or because I want it to be YouTube is kind of open, open, open. I want us to really talk, because this Q2, we want to chat a plan of action. This is Q2, and maybe you are looking back and you are like, Q1 was horrible. Q2 can be better, and so you're gonna become a part of this community by hitting by messaging me on WhatsApp. I will drop our WhatsApp details in this description, in the description of this video. Message me on WhatsApp so you can get the details of our village meeting. I call it Make 2024 Count, Make Your Life Count Village Meet. It is our own village, because we are all on the same path. We are on the path to making this year count. And so message me on WhatsApp and just put village meeting. Once I see village meeting, I will share the details with you, because I tell you, our lives are going to be transformed. Our lives are going to change. We are going to have results. We are gonna have results. We are gonna achieve this year. This is not gonna be just any year. Like I always tell you, we are in it for the results, because our results must glorify God. Our results must glorify our Maker. We are not gonna leave this year at the end of 2024. We will now be like, what did I achieve? No, that will not be our own portion this year. That will not be our own portion. And so this is our WhatsApp number. I hope you can get it from the chat box. Go ahead and copy it and message me. Village meeting. We are going to be on Google Meet for 1 hour. I'm going to listen to you. What challenges are you having? What plan of action have you set apart for your Q2? What are you going to achieve? Look at your goals. Where are you? Can you do better? Come to our village meeting on Google Meet, but message me on WhatsApp for more details. And I tell you, your life will not remain the same again. God is set to do wonders, and He begins with you. He begins with me, and we are not going to be the same again. Thank you so much for joining. And don't forget to also, we have a prayer movement for this same Make 2024 Count, because we believe that life is first spiritual before it is physical. And so we want to settle certain things in the spirit before we come to the physical movement. The physical movement is where we bring in experts to come and speak to us. And today we have had John Agbo speak to us. Now on Saturdays, 12 noon prompt, anywhere you are, 12 noon WAT, we meet for what we call Operation Push, Operation Pray Until Something Happens, where we speak over our goals, because we believe that we are first spiritual before we are physical. And if you've listened to John Joyce Meyer, T.D. Jakes, they will tell you things like, I'm first a spiritual being before I'm a physical being. And I'm a spiritual being trying to make sense of the physical. And so come, let's encourage ourselves, let's pray into our goals, over our goals, every Saturday, 12 noon. Don't miss it. And if you miss it, watch the replay. We've got an Operation Push playlist on this channel. Go ahead and watch them and speak over your goals. But don't forget to register for our village meeting. Just go to WhatsApp +234-803-356-4055. +234 is our code in Nigeria, and 803-356-4055. And so message village meeting so you can have the Google Meet. I tell you, it's going to be explosive. It's going to empower you for this Q2, because we are not taking things lightly. We are taking things by force, just as the Bible says that since the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and a violent take it by force. And so we are taking it by force. And if you are in the same mode, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and tell a friend about this channel. Tell a friend, bring them here, let them subscribe, because we are a community of positive-minded people who are on the path to greatness. And you need to subscribe, because we will notify you of other upcoming live streams. Like I told you, on Wednesday next week, we have Favor Kemdi Okoro coming to talk to us about how to stand out on YouTube and choose a niche. You know, John talked about choosing a niche, and so you come and learn how to choose a niche. Favor Kemdi Okoro is a digital marketer, and she's a YouTuber too. She's got over 13K followers. I can't recollect right now, but I know she's gotten over 13K. And these are people who know their onions. They know what they are doing. We are talking with other YouTubers, and we'll bring them in to come and empower us, because We want to make 2024 count. We want to make our lives count. Thank you for sticking out with me. My name still remains Iyabo Oyewale, and you can follow me on all social media. Iyabo Oyewale, no other person. Iyabo Oyewale is the name. There's no other person bearing that name. And if they are, from seeing what I post, you will know this is my account. And so Iyabo Oyewale on all social media. Do join me. Follow me everywhere. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Do follow me, because we are on the path to greatness. And greatness is in your DNA. Don't allow anybody to tell you otherwise. Greatness is in your DNA. But what we are doing with this movement, with this Make 2024 Count webinar series, is we are instigating you, we are inspiring you, we are motivating you, so that you will leave your comfort zone for that place where God has designed for you. I tell you, nothing good comes out of the comfort zone. But when you get up and say, yes, I'm going to do this, God will back you up, because we have backing in House of Wisdom. God bless you. Thank you. I love you. Do have a fantastic day. Subscribe, hit the notification and like this video, share this video, leave a comment. God bless you. Bye bye.